Jake Sully lives on the extrasolar moon Pandora with his newfound family. When an identifiable threat returns to complete what has recently begun, Jake must work with Neytiri and rival Na-6 forces to protect his homeworld. More than a decade after the events of the first film, the film follows Jake telling Sally about his humble and peaceful life as chieftain of the Omachikea clan and his wife Neytiri, who includes his sons Medium and Roke and his daughter. To start, the family consists of Tuck, his adopted daughter Keely, born from Grace Augustine's comatose Navi avatar, and a human named Spider, the son of Miles Quaritch, who was born on Pandora but could not be transported to Earth due to the low temperatures. Established a boy. Jake can accept Spider as his adopted son, but Neytiri distrusts him due to his human origins. Well-mixed and sociable. Spiders do not embrace the human heritage, preferring to embrace Navi culture and traditions. They lead a normal life, but one day they notice a strange star in the night sky. To their great dismay, they discover that it is the RDA starship that the humans return to and colonize Pandora, establishing a new major base of operations again. Among the ship's newcomers is Colonel Quaritch, who was cloned into Na-6's body and uploaded with his pre-death memories. As a result, Quaritch has no memory of his death at Jake's hands, leaving only the events of the past and his vengeful mission to eliminate Jake. To prevent the RDA from exploiting Pandora again, Jake leads a strategic guerrilla operation against the RDA that is weakening the RDA's supply lines. In one of the operations, Roke, disobeying Medium and wanting to prove himself, tries to help Jake in battle, but he is wounded. Jake rescues him and trains him not to sacrifice his safety for his reckless actions, prompting Jake to voice his fatherly concerns for his children's safety. Meanwhile, the act of retaliation at the RDA umbilicals does not sit well with Quaritch, who launches a search mission to kill Jake. Jake's children go on an expedition deep into the rainforest with Spider. Unbeknownst to them, Quaritch and his team find themselves in the same area to explore, where Quaritch can see his human remains. Immediately informs his father, Jake, who has become aware of the situation. However, a skirmish ensues and Quaritch's squad captures Jake's children. Jake and Neytiri arrive in time and free most of them, but Spider is kidnapped by Quaritch, who recognizes him as his son. Aboard the ship, RDA attempts to extract information about Jake from Spider, but Spider refuses to provide it. Quaritch changes his strategy and treats Spider as his son, telling him more about the Na-6 in exchange for freedom by his side. Spiders are uncooperative and unaware of the Quaritch's true mission, but teach them about Na-6 culture. Quaritch also manages to tame an Ikran creature as a vehicle while in flight. Knowing the danger Spider's knowledge of his whereabouts poses to their safety and also to avoid another catastrophe, Jake convinces a reluctant Neytiri and his family to banish themselves from the Omachikea clan, and retreat to the eastern seaboard of Metkayina, a coral reef island whose clan and lifestyle is adapted to Pandora's aquatic habitat. Jake passes on his chief mantle to his successor and leaves together with his family to Metkayina. Once arrived, they are greeted by the clan chief Tonawari and his wife Ronal, who is doubtful of them initially. However, Jake explains their situation and they are agreed to stay and are given shelter. Even though some tribesmen deride Jake and his children for their genetic human heritage, the family learns the ways of the reef people, earning their respect for them. Kiri is fascinated with the aquatic life of Metkayina and develops a spiritual bond with the sea and its creatures, while Loeke befriends Tsyria, the daughter of clan chief Tonawari and his wife Ronal. As they adjust to their new surroundings, Roke gets into a fight when Chiria's brother Aonung makes vulgar jokes about Keely and his mixed human ancestry. Jake admonishes his son for his actions. At Jake's insistence, Roke returns to apologize to Aonung and his friends. However, they lure him on a trip to dangerous sea predator territory and leave him stranded for revenge. A sea predator tries to attack his Loeke. However, the Roks are rescued and befriended by the Payakans, Turkans, an intelligent and pacifist whale species whom the Metkayina consider their spiritual family. Upon returning to Metkayina, Chief Tonawari, noticing Aonung's actions towards Look, asks the former to apologize to Look. However, Loak takes responsibility and wins Aonung's friendship. Is said to be an outcast of his species. Meanwhile, on a journey to a tributary of the Tree of Souls, Kiri bonds with him to meet her mother, but suffers a violent seizure. It is healed, but when Jake seeks help from Norm Spellman and Max Patel, the Quaritch can track her to an archipelago inhabited by the reef people. He brings in Spider and commands a whaling ship that hunts down the Turkans and harvests their brain enzymes to make an anti-aging drug. If not, he orders a whaler to kill Turkan and lure Jake out. Rock mentally bonds with Payakan and learns that Turkang was kicked out for defying the ways of his species, and attacking the whalers who killed his mother. When Metkayina learned of Turkan's battle, Roke set out to warn Payakan, followed by his brothers Tilia and Aonung. They find Payakan hunted by whalers and Look, Keely and Took held captive by the Quaritch. With their children in danger, Jake, Neytiri, and Metkayina confront the humans. The Quaritch forces Jake to surrender. However, seeing that his sole brother was in danger, Payakan attacked the whaling ship, killing most of the crew and causing a battle that severely damaged and sank the ship. Nedium saves Roke and Spider but is shot dead. Jake confronts the Quaritch, who is holding Kiri hostage. When Neytiri does the same to Spider, Quaritch disowns his son at first but relents when Neytiri cuts Spider in the chest. Jake, Quaritch, Neytiri, and Tok reach the sunken ship. Jake decapitates the Quaritch and knocks him unconscious and is saved by Roke and Payakan, while Kiri summons sea creatures to save Neytiri and Tuk. Instead of abandoning him for the sake of his father and becoming a good man, he sets a goal to kill Jake's family, leading him to rejoin Jake's family. After Nedium's funeral, Jake and his family decide to stay with the Metkayina family permanently.